All right. All right. All right. Hello. 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 Today, right now, in this moment, we are going to focus on the singles. Okay. So I'm going to do all 12 zodiac signs, and we are going to get advice from Spirit on what it is that you would, I guess, need to do in order to attract a mate, right? This is for the singles only. If you're not a single, then this ain't for you. Just letting you know right now, giving a disclaimer right through the door. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, hit the subscribe button if you like this type of information. If you've already subscribed, I'd like to say thank you. I appreciate everything. Thank you so very much. But we got a long road, so let's get into this. I'm gonna try to make it quick. Try to get very accurate information out really quick, just so that we can help out our singles, man. It's a lot of information that comes out on a lot of people's channels, but it's mainly for people that are already involved in something, and it's not much geared towards singles. So I'm gonna do my best to help all of my single people in the collective out real quick, and we're gonna start off with Virgo. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. What does Virgo need to do to attract a mate, Spirit? I heard make a decision. Make a decision on what's not your twin flame. Some of you have something going on in your life, or you have someone that you deem as a missed opportunity in your life, and you're holding them as a twin flame, right? You keep there's no room or no space for that other person, is what I just heard. There's no room or no space for the person that is meant to come into your life, because you're holding space for someone that you believe is some type of true love. It's keeping you from being able to give a correct assessment of what's going on and be able to change direction, because you see them as a missed opportunity, and you're not really making a choice to move on from that. Or anytime you get involved with somebody, you have that in the back of your mind, and that is no fair to a new love. Boom. That's it for Virgo. Let's move on. Next up is Taurus. Single Taurus. Single Taurus. Single. All right, Spirit, what do we have for Taurus? Like I said, I'm trying to make it quick. I don't want to make it super crazy long. For Taurus, you have to decide, to end the cycle and walk away from some type of union that you're already in. It's a difficult situation, and you're at the end of it, and you have a desire for more. And I feel like you're in your head in the relationship. You're in your head and in the relationship. You're not even in, it's not even a real, okay. So you still got some residue going on from a previous relationship, right? And you still haven't closed the cycle on that. I feel like you have a problem closing cycles, but you have a desire for more, to move forward and do something about it. But to move towards that, you have to close out the cycle. I feel like you're kind of not with somebody right now, but you're still feeling like you're still going through the things in your head about the relationship that made it difficult. Therefore, it's keeping you locked into that cycle. Do you feel me? Okay. You're not being truthful to yourself, and you're not believing in yourself to be able to move forward, okay? Okay, Taurus, that's it. Let's move forward. Next up, we got Capricorn. Capricorn. Again, this is for my singles. If you're watching this, this is for singles in the collective. If you are in a relationship, you should not even be in here right now. You should be somewhere else. I ain't gonna take that, but I wanted to come out. Singles in the collective. Unless you're just watching this for entertainment and you got a single friend that might need some information and they don't get down with what we get down with, then maybe this is good for that. Okay? But if you're in a relationship, you should exit now. This is all about singles, and we're at Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to know to be able to seal the deal with a mate? That's a riddle. All right, Capricorn. So it's almost like stop feeling like you need to go. Stop feeling like you need to go somewhere else in order for you to have a passionate new beginning, right? Um, I'm hearing that you need to be friends with someone first. You need to be friends first with someone. And stop giving people grace right away. Because if you continue to feel like, what I just heard was, how do I explain how this came to me? Okay, it's like, all of the timelines are happening right now, right? So you don't need to go and jump somewhere and go to a different timeline in order to catch a vibe and catch a person and find true love that way. Everything is happening right now in the now, and you need to understand that it's happening right now in the now. And what needs to change is your perception of what's happening right now. What needs to change is you feeling like you need to go and jump a timeline. You don't need to. Your love is right around you. You just need to be friends first instead of trying to think that someone is immediately supposed to be some type of true love just from off the jump. No, you need to get to know who they are, be friends with them seriously and find out who they are, right? And don't give them grace at all. You need to treat them like you would treat anyone else that is not right. If they're not right, then they're not right, and you need to make sure you need to make the judgment right away if they're not right. Otherwise, you're going to stay in a cycle of giving out proposals to people that don't really deserve it, and you haven't really looked deep enough. Okay, Capricorn. That was kind of deep. Everything is happening now, Capricorn. There is no all of a sudden the love story is going to take off once you go to Jamaica and meet somebody in Jamaica, or you go to New Zealand or Australia. No, it's happening right now. What needs to change is your perspective. Your mind needs to change. Next up, we got Aries. Aries. What do we got for Aries? What does Aries need to find a mate? Ooh, a few things want to jump out. Okay, the reason why you've been experiencing hard times and rejection when it comes down to relationships, Aries, is because you need to stop changing direction so damn fast, is what I heard first and foremost. And you think that just because someone is big-hearted and down to earth and this shit feels like a vibe, that it's okay for you to give your all to that person. And that's not true. You're not supposed to give your all to anybody. Deep down inside, these people are not balanced. They're putting on a show for you in front of your face. And that's why that shit feels like a vibe like that. When you meet somebody for real, they're not trying to impress you 100%. They're just trying to get to know you and do regular things or whatever. So you need to watch it when people put on a show. Yeah, you need to watch it when people put on a show. Okay, this is why you change direction so much, because right when the curtain lifts, when the show was over, you're like, what the fuck? What did I get myself involved in? And then you have to change direction. You have to do a reassessment, change direction really quick, right? Because they can no longer hold that they can no longer keep the show going, and you're seeing that they're not balanced at all, and it's time for you to get out of there. Okay, so what you need to do, your advice, if you want to stay out of hard times and I don't know, maybe feeling rejected or feeling like, I heard feeling like you're rejected from the Most High because love isn't being offered to you, a real true love, and that's not what it is. It has nothing to do with that at all. It has something to do with you not digging down deeper and not recognizing when a show is being put on for you. Recognize when there's a show being put on for you, and you could choose to stick around and watch the show until it's over and then make an exit, or choose to not waste your time with the show at all and get involved with something real from the jump. Okay, and that's not fun, is what I heard as well. So you're doing this because you're fun and you're adventurous, and so you like the show and you join in with the show and have a good time. But it really sucks when the show is over and you realize that they are out of balance and they're no good for you. And it leaves you actually out of balance as well when the show is over, because now you're mad at yourself, you're mad at the environment, you're mad at the Most High. So what you need to do is not get involved with the show. Don't buy the ticket. All right, let's move on. Next up, we got Leo. Yes, Lord, this is for my singles. If you are in a relationship, this information is not for you. Now, if you're about to be single, this shit can be for you. But if you're in a relationship, just exit now. I got plenty of other content for you. I love you, but this is single people's business in here right now with the collective single people. Leo is up next. Leo. Let's do it. Information for Leo on how to obtain a mate. Leo, spirit. What does Leo need to do? I just heard you are worthy. Leo, this seems to be all about you realizing that you can make anything happen that you want to make happen when it comes down to finding a mate. You have wishful thinking about it, but you really don't believe in yourself at the end of the day. So it's kind of like a false hope that you're giving yourself. This is all about your belief. I heard, they want to be with you. Look, it's a victory. You have a victory. In order to have victory here in this situation, you need to realize that you're a magician and you can have whatever it is that you want to have, Leo. So the way you look at yourself in the mirror and feel like you look good and all, everything is great. Well, you need to believe it, not have some false hope, because you really don't believe in yourself. You know that you have options. You have wishful thinking about, it's almost like you're all in your head about it, but you're not really taking on that lion type of confidence and belief in yourself to be able to do it. So you need to do that and feel it for real. So affirmation, I am. You need to be saying I am every morning. Look in the mirror. Say a bunch of sentences that has something to do with I am and what it is that you want to do in your life, Leo. That is your advice. And guess what? After that starts really setting in and you really start believing that, then you'll start moving towards this victory that Spirit has for you, okay? Okay, next up. Next up, we have Sagittarius. Sagittarius. This is info. I ask Spirit to please help me to deliver information for my singles on how they can obtain a mate. Now, this is for the ones that are single that would like to know what they need to do, what type of moves they need to be making in order to obtain a mate that's solid. Okay? Okay. They ready for some love. Singles that are ready for some love. Let's see how to get you some. Yeah, Sagittarius. Spirit, what do we have for Sagittarius on how to obtain a mate? What should they be looking for? What should they be trying to do? Get that off. There we go. All right, Sagittarius. You should probably really focus on it first and foremost. What's needed is for you to really focus on yourself to start with. It's like you're halfway, focusing on yourself. You're juggling too many options is another thing, and I feel like you don't really tell people that you're really feeling them 100%. You need to close out cycles. You need to close out cycles. So I don't know why I'm getting this player energy. Not really just player energy. It just feels like when things are over, there's no closure with you, Sagittarius. You kind of just let it be what it is and you move on with your life, and that leaves options open all the time, and you got to figure out how to do that. You actually need to work on your sacral chakra as well. That needs to be cleared. Feels like it's blocked for the majority of you in the collective that are single and having issues with finding a mate, finding a person to be with and share life with, right? So clearing the sacral chakra, having too many options. It's time to cut down on all the options and close out these chapters where things did not go right with people. You still got the door open. You still have the door open. You're not communicating and telling people, hey, giving them closure. Hey, this is it. This is why this isn't going to work for us. This ain't going to work for me. I'm going to be moving forward, this, that, and the other. You have to close out cycles and get back to yourself. And then all of a sudden, everything is going to rush in. My beautiful Sagittarius, it will work out for you, but you got work to do as far as closing out cycles. Close out the cycles. Next up, we have Cancer. Cancer. I'm going to keep making these announcements. We are doing a reading for the singles in the collective that are looking for some type of love or relationships. Singles. You got somebody, go be with them right now. This is not your message. Okay. Let me take a drink. I'm thirsty. All right, stop right here. Cancer. What does Cancer need to know, Spirit? How to obtain a partner? What should they do? All right. You feeling like you have hard times in rejection because it has something to do with some kind of imbalance that's going on with you. I feel like that you have someone that you think about, that you don't do the work towards going after that person at all because you don't feel like you can make it happen. You're up in your head about it. And it's like you need to make a decision. It's like you have options. You have someone over here, but you have this one person. And this one person, maybe they're with somebody or something, and you won't do any work towards going after that because you're just in your head a lot about whatever this is, right? And you won't go after it. You feel like you can't make it happen. You feel like you can't make this it's like a huge manifestation for you, and it's hard to bring it into view, and you feel like you're being rejected because of that. But It's like you have to make a choice to go after that. Get answers is the whole thing for this. Get answers for all of the options that you have in your life so that you can have a clear board, and then you can go after what it is that you want to go after, Cancer. But you can't just sit in your head and wonder or down yourself and keep yourself from going after what you really want. Okay? Go after what you want, get the answers, whether it's yes or no, find out. Stop playing yourself. Stop sitting around and wondering and waiting. All right? Okay, let's move forward. Next up is Scorpio. 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 One more. Just got to make sure I get this energy all nice and scrambled up good. Scorpio. Spirit, what does Scorpio need to do? First off, you need to gain some courage. Scorpio, you need to go out into the woods. You need to go around some water and get yourself together. You have no courage at all towards, like, you just feel like you can't find the right person at all. And you just have lost hope on finding the right person. You don't feel like anyone is going to be equal to you. You don't have the courage, and you feel like you just can't make anything manifest, right? But deep down inside, you know what it takes, though. I mean, your intuition is very strong, and it tells you what it takes. And it's like you're tired of searching. You're tired of having hope, right? You have this hope. When you look at somebody, you're like, oh my God, they set off a green check mark for me. Oh, good. That was a good sign right there. And then you go into that, and then you don't like it. Something happens, and it's not what you think. It's not what you wanted. I'm not saying that you need to lower your expectations, but maybe you should just put all of those things into yourself. I think that once you pour everything into yourself, then the outward reflection of your inner self will start to show, and then you'll have better options to pick from, is what I'm feeling. Okay, it's just what I heard as well. So it's like, once you start taking care of yourself and doing everything for yourself and not looking for anything outside of you, then that same energy that you have inside of you is going to show up. And then maybe you'll start to be able to have a better litter to pick from. Okay? All right, Scorpio. Wow. That was pretty good. I like that message. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, they said stop immediately. So we're going to do it right there. Pisces. What does Pisces need to know? What does Pisces need to know? Jeez. Pisces, you don't believe in yourself. First and foremost, you don't believe in yourself, okay? And that's what we're seeing right now. You're not believing in yourself. Therefore, it feels like when you go to take action towards a mate or whatever it is that you want, it's like you tell yourself that you can't. You feel like someone could be your soulmate right now. You feel that right now, Pisces. You feel like that there's someone that's a soulmate, but you're afraid. This is all about being afraid and not believing in yourself, okay? But you are fantasizing about all of the wonderful things that you could have, but you won't jump your ass off of whatever you're sitting on to take action towards it to make it happen. This is all mental, and this is all about you believing in yourself and actually taking action toward what it is that you want. Instead, you're living in your head about it, about all of these wonderful love things. Like, it's all wonderful. It's all sexy. It's all wonderful. It's all fantastic. But at the end of the day, you go right back in the kitchen and grab a bonbon and say, forget about it after you're done living that fantasy. And that's what it is. So this is about you taking action instead of taking action in your mind, in your imagination. You need to come out of your imagination, come out of the fantasy world, and start making moves for yourself to make it happen. And this is real. This is all about your belief system. This is all about what you believe that you can do. And you're telling yourself not to. You're letting fear keep you from your fantasy. Next up. Next up is Gemini. These messages are for singles. If you like the information that you're getting right now, please like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. I want y'all to be here with me every time I drop. I want y'all to see it. I want y'all to feel it. I want y'all to let me know how you feel about it. Let me know if this hits, especially this video right here, because the singles gets neglected a lot, and I want to make sure that I help you to be able to move forward in your life and find your happiness too. You know, it's not just about people that are in relationships. A lot of people tend to focus on heartbreak and all kind of weird things that are going on energetically in the world, and we have people out here that are being neglected, and I want to show y'all some love, and that's what we're doing right now. We are at Gemini. Let's do it. Come on, Spirit. What does Gemini need to know? Single Geminis, what do they need to know in order for them to find their mate, their love? All right, Gemini. So the first thing I got was, it said that there is something that you need to let go of in order to make room for love in your life. Wow. You have things going on in your life, and you're not really making time or putting effort towards like having a relationship or having some type of love in your life, Gemini. I feel like you have other things that you prioritize over this, and that's keeping you from having completion here. Also, I think you have people that are trying to, wow. You have people that are trying to be with you, and you know it, but I heard you two aren't communicating it to each other. You two aren't communicating it to each other. So it's like a feeling, right? But nobody's saying shit. So therefore, you just keep doing whatever you're doing as far as like on your schedule. You got things to do, and so you don't really prioritize relationships or love, but you feel incomplete. You feel incomplete that you don't have it, but it's right in front of your face and you're not doing it. You may feel like, man, you're just indecisive. You're just completely indecisive, and you like to sit and be in that indecisive energy as much as possible is what I'm hearing. You just like to sit in indecisive energy, and if you can't make a decision, you shrug your shoulders, say, oh, well, and go back to washing your car and go back to fucking fixing your house and go back to doing whatever it is that you do that keeps your mind off of anything. Well, just things that make you happy. You do other things that make you happy. And that's what it is. So once you make the decision, and once you decide to look at someone that's looking at you with the puppy dog eyes that really wants to be with you, and they're afraid of your rejection because they won't say anything to you. And you have probably multiple people, you know, for some of you up to 8 people that are looking at you, but they're afraid that they're going to get rejected because they feel like you don't have any time for what they're trying to bring in, or you won't have any time for them if they were to enter into your life, into a relationship. Boom, bang. Next. Going into Libra. Big up. They said stop, and that's what I do. Libra. What does Libra need? Single Libra. What do they need to know to be able to get themselves into a relationship? Damn, Libra. You got wishful thinking because you already have options. You have options. You know what's up. But you want to make something happen with the twin flame. And you feel like you can't make that happen. The person that you want, you're not having any growth with that person. Ooh, the way that felt, right? It feels like you're actually aggravated, frustrated, because you have options and everybody under the sun that wants to be with you, but you want to be with a twin flame that you can't be with because you know you can't make it happen because there is no growth in the situation. Like, this person must be a no good, sorry ass individual, but they like have your heart on the low and you don't really talk about it. You don't really talk about it. So I think the answer is already there on what you should be doing. If this person is no good for you and you keep letting them hold your heart, they're holding a space for you to be able to have a person. I think it's time for you to let go of this as much as you can and cut the soul tie that you do have with this person, because you haven't done a cord cutting ritual or anything to try to release this person's energy or release their hold on you. You haven't tried to do anything like that. You know why? Because secretly you want that shit to come back and you want it to be something special, and you're having hope for someone who is probably just having a good time and ain't thinking about you right now. So you need to cut the cord with that, and find someone in this wonderful pile of hearts that are waiting for you to choose them. You will be able to find something that's good in there, okay? Sometimes twin flames are not what you think they are. Sometimes they're a roller coaster ride to hell, and you need to get off of the ride. Cut the cord, get off of the ride, and find something that's good for you, that really makes you feel special, okay? Because there's no growth with this, whatever this is right here, okay? They could be beautiful. They might know how to really handle your business in the bedroom, and they really know how to make you feel special, and you probably don't see that in any of these options, but you sometimes just have to move on, okay? Let's just move on, and we will. Next up is Aquarius. What's up, Aquarius? Singles. This is all for singles that are looking for information on how to obtain a mate, what they need to do within themselves to get ready to have something special. If you have somebody, please exit right now, unless you are watching this for a friend and you want to be like, I know what you need to do, homie. What you need to do is clear out your heart chakra and wash your feet or something crazy, you know, whatever. I'm just making a joke. But yeah, this is for singles. This is for singles. My singles get neglected, so I'm going to do something for the singles. Aquarius. Last but not least, Aquarius. Save the best for last. What does Aquarius need to do? Ooh. Aquarius is addicted to liars. It's time for you to start all over again. You're addicted to that using love to manipulate energy. You're addicted to it. You're addicted to it. You're addicted to it. You're addicted to toxic love. You like that shit. That's what I'm seeing right here. You're addicted to toxic love and you like that shit, but it's time for you to have a fresh start. You just have to plan on getting rid of this shit. Make a plan for your. It's like it's almost like you're not even planning on letting go of toxic love because it's something about it that turns you on. You like that shit. What is going on? Okay. Sometimes you could know that they're lying and you still deal with these people. It's like an excitement that you get, right? So that's what it is. You have to plan to let go of that toxic energy that you're attracted to. You're attracted to toxic energy. You're attracted to the King of Cups in reverse. This is somebody that uses love to manipulate. They love bomb. They do all of that bullshit, and you eat it right up, and you have a good time with it, and you feel like that's love. Maybe you do the same thing back. You know, maybe that's the kind of love that you're used to, and that's what you like. But you have to take a leap of faith and have a fresh start and do something different. First of all, you need to imagine what kind of relationship that you would like to be in aside from a toxic ass relationship, and then start to make a plan to go towards that kind of action. But right now you having fun and you're enjoying it, but it's not really that fun because you're single and you're not having what it is that you really want at the end of the day. Your sacral chakra needs to get unblocked first and foremost. You got to switch up. You got to vibe a little bit higher than what you're vibing in order to bring in somebody. But it takes some work. And that's what we're doing. And that's what I'm going to keep on coming back. And I'm going to keep on checking on my singles and trying to see where we are and what we're doing. But that is the end of this video. I love you all. Like the video, share, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.